What's up, droners, and welcome to another edition of Dronr News. And this week is particularly interesting because we have drones all over the place, like delivering packages on the ground and seeding clouds. But either way, we need to get into it, so let's do it. Coming in first, I'm not even gonna make you guys wait for this one, is the rolling delivery drone. Starship Technologies came up with a drone. I am a huge fan of this. It looks like the future. Like, looking at this to me is looking at the future. It looks like Star Wars. It's like an autonomous 6-wheel drone that delivers packages up to 40 pounds. And it's pretty crazy because, like, wow, I mean, I want one of these. They just look really cool. They already have 5,000 miles logged in deliveries, and that Virginia actually already approved that these things are okay and legal. They have cameras on them, they have sensors on them, they have everything that you could think of to be able to make these things safe, be able to avoid people. They're meant to be on sidewalks, and they're like I said, they're very safe. If anybody tampers with them, they're on video. If anybody does anything to them, they're GPS and they're live streaming to the company that's using them. So it's just like there's very little risk. They avoid hitting anybody, and they deliver packages. Obviously, this is gonna put some people out of work, but you know, I don't know, I'm really looking forward to living in the future, and this thing looks really cool. Like, I wanna get my packages from this thing. Coming in number 2. Parrot is a drone company that made the Bebop, a lot of other like fun, like consumer-y drones, and they had a rough 2016. That's coming from their CFO. So they're trying to pivot their focus, and the reason is everybody knows is that DJI is killing the game. Like, when it comes to consumer drones, like, DJI is the best. Like, it's not even close. There's not even a close number 2. And it's an unfortunate situation because DJI has a monopoly on the field, and it's pretty much killing all their competitors. And Parrot's having to shift, just like 3DR had to shift, just like Unique may have to shift soon. We'll see. But they're pretty much aiming to be the number 2 drone company. Like, it's no longer even like we can be the best. Like yo, we're gonna be number 2. And what they're doing is going for the commercial game, which DJI obviously just murdered with the M200. But whatever, they're going for it. They're going for agriculture, and they actually just partnered with the Botics is a agricultural company that they partnered with to be able to make drones that can do things for agriculture, obviously. Coming in at number 3, as you may have known, because I like to keep talking about it, is Karma Drone from GoPro. And I haven't been friendly to them. And I'm not gonna be friendly to them because they're still screwing up. These guys, they just re-released. So as you may or may not recall, they recalled all of the Karma drones about a month after they came out because they're having battery failure issues. They fixed the issue, re-released the drone, and it's still having the same issue. Like, as you can see in this video, this is on a ski slope, and this is actually a friend of a friend. This got sent to me as a friend from a friend. Thank you, Kyle Crowell. And it crashes. Why does it crash? Because it loses power. Why does it lose power? Because the battery failed, just like the original GoPro Karma. They're not worth buying. It's a horrible piece of technology. I've had people ask me before, like, yo, GoPro came out with a thing, because GoPro knows how to make cameras really well, but drones are really hard. So I'm sorry, GoPro, like, it might be time to hang it up and move on to different kind of things. Coming in at number 4 is, this one's just interesting, and it's dealing with drone policy. I don't know if you remember way back when, in August or before that, when it was voted to make Part 107 official law. DJI had people on the board to do that, and one of the regulations that was put into place is that drones have to be any drones weighing over 0.55 pounds have to be registered, whether commercially or for recreational use. And now DJI, their VP of Policy and Legal Affairs, a guy named Brendan Schulman, released a paper this week that pretty much criticizes the crap out of that rule. It's just like, this rule came out of like no real evidence. It was kind of almost a made up number, and they were kind of just going along with it because they had like a deadline to vote on stuff to do it. And now he's just like, the number is just too low. Like, it doesn't make sense that drones have to be 0.55 pounds or higher. Like, it should be like, well, what he said is 4.8 pounds. I don't agree with that, because like, if 5 pounds comes from 400 feet and hits you on the head, I don't know how that's gonna mess your day up. Like, it's not gonna be a good day. But either way, he's really pushing for it. I'd have to argue that he's probably pushing for it because the Mavic only weighs less than 2 pounds, and it would help their sales that you don't have to register that drone. That's also an incredible drone. Either way, they're really pushing for it, and let's see what kind of happens, because obviously DJI has some pull when it comes to legal affairs. Coming in last but not least, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, there is cloud seeding drones now. And these drones are pretty fantastic. And, you know, cloud seeding is nothing new. We've known this technology for a long time, but it's kind of risky because we're having to have pilots fly up to see these clouds. And a lot of time you're flying in snowstorms or thunderstorms, and it can be dangerous. And it's also work that we don't have to have a person risking themselves to do. So now they're developing a drone that actually seeds the clouds from their wings. So the wings drop silver iodide into the cloud, and it has a better chance of creating rain. It forms ice over the silver iodide, and that makes more rain. Scientists are actually saying that it's going to be able to help people in Nevada, specifically Las Vegas, to be able to create more snowpack, up to 10% more snowpack, which could be the difference between a drought and a non-drought year. So this could be super helpful in these new climate changing years and the new political atmosphere that we are in the United States. We're gonna have to figure out a way to be able to deal with the environmental impacts of our actions. And this is one of them. And of course, I'm excited that drones are doing good for good people. So let's keep an eye on that, and hopefully we don't need it too much. Droners, thank you for joining us on our inaugural nighttime Dronr News. And if you want to see more Dronr News-like videos, you can click here because that's where they are. Or if you want to see the dopest intro video ever made for a YouTube page, right here, because we're doing it real. And if you could please go ahead and subscribe to us or check out our Patreon page, that's really what allows us to do what we're doing. And as always, make sure you stay fly.